Return to the year 2018. December was the worst month for the Dow since the Great Depression. Tell me what Trump did. Held that office at the time. He compelled Powell to reduce interest rates. They were lowered in January by Powell. The dollar's decline is directly proportional to the level of interest rates. The value of precious metals like gold and silver rises in relation to the dollar's decline. No brainer at all. The show, Capital Cause of High, I'm Danny. It is set on August 28, 2025. I am delighted to have Gerald Celente, the Trends Journal publisher and Trends forecaster, as my guest today. Hey there, Gerald. I really appreciate you joining me on the podcast. To have you here today, Danny, is an honor. Gerald, it's great to have you on. Your newsletter is fantastic, and I just wanted to say thanks for all the hard work. Oh, and I almost forgot. We have a special 10% discount code. Just wanted to remind my viewers of that. The pinned remark and description underneath. Be sure to click on the exclusive link provided below. Do it. You won't be sorry. Come on, Gerald. I want to hear your thoughts on the thing that's now dominating your mind. What do you believe other investors and regular people should be keeping an eye on? Your total weekly payment is $2.50 when you use your debt code. And that's before I even include the Trends Journal. Plus, he's just a day person. Here we have the front page of Sunday's business section of the New York Times. Complete silence. There was a time when this would have been completely unoriginal. No more. The Sunday New York Times costs $5 per day. The media did its job. I am leaving journalism. That was it. Furthermore, the current situation is repulsive. I refer to them as prostitutes. Corporate sex masters and government whores fund these media battles. People aren't receiving any facts or the truth, thus, just 6 corporations own 92% of America's news outlets. Thank you too. When Bill Clinton was a candidate for president in 1992, I designed this t-shirt. You see that, don't you? I understand. He is now rich with around $150 million, and he is a touch haughty. No one at all previously. Well, Celente, I was able to get my money back. Quiet down. Apparently, 1996 was the year of the Federal Communications Act, when thousands of American radio, television, and print stations operated independently after deregulation. Oh, I forgot about NAFTA. That Bill Clinton, who tried to bring light into the World Trade Organization, sucked. Then you come to me and ask what's going on, while all we see is a group of incompetent politicians ruining our nation. If you visit Trends Journal, you can purchase this t-shirt. I agree. Simply to convey how I feel. Not everyone feels the same way. This is the spirit of the modern era, you know. But Gerald, let me tell you something. The two-party illusion persists among the general public. Republicans and Democrats. No, take a look at the situation they're in right now. Gerald, I repeat, you should not follow the Trumps. Look up CNN. Everything about Taylor Swift's wedding is out there for you to read, isn't it? There's no bigger story than that. There are many individuals that are ignorant. In any case, returning. Return to the Trends Journal. What should you be wary of? You asked me. Return to January 28th, 2007's Bus 2.0. We suddenly become aware of this company called DeepSeek, Chinese corporation. We saved a ton of money by not having to develop this AI chatbot. A lot less money will be spent now. We only spent $6 million, not $100 million. These large chips are unnecessary. Using smaller chips would be possible. When you keep an eye on trends, you can draw parallels across disciplines. I brought up the topic of Bill Clinton, the slime ball, little murderer, that little clown bombs away whenever he's caught with his pants down. Yeah. Before he admitted China to the WTO, let's go back in time. 10% of Chinese high school seniors enrolled in university. Well over 70% now. Out of 1.4 billion individuals, you've got 347 million here. Young people are utterly AI and high-tech obsessed. You can't call the Chinese dimwits. While we were on the air, there was a 40% decline in Tesla sales in Europe. Why do you ask? It was China BYD. Got it. Returning to AI then. A large sum of money is being invested in this by the Chinese government. In it, they're gaining speed. They will not require our chips. They won't require any assistance from us. They're on track to become the dominant force in artificial intelligence. I feel strongly about it or against it. What you see in this trend forecast is not necessarily what you desire. Rather, it is the reality of the situation. Getting back on the dot-com bus. Every trend has a life cycle, from birth to old age and finally death. Artificial intelligence was born maybe 3 years ago. You shouldn't put all your eggs in the baby's basket. And just like that, everything transpired. You return to the Trends Journal once more. This is it. In the past, when it was published quarterly. We anticipate a dot-com bust with this. This issue is from the fall of 1999. By the second quarter of 2000, we predicted it would collapse. Yes, it did. The dot-com bust is going to be ours. So, we've arrived. I thought you mentioned August 28th. At this point in time, summer is coming to a close. We are in the midst of summer, the summertime slump. They have no idea what's happening. There should be a couple fewer participants in the markets at the moment. Consider the headlines. Here it is. What does Thursday's 3-day trend indicate for Nvidia stock? You mean I have to hear this all the time from this one company? The entire stock market is being supported by it. I'll tell you why now. The 7 most excellent men. Is everyone prepared? Nearly 9 out of 10 S&P 500 stocks are held by only 3 firms: BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, United States of America. Oh my goodness, Trump is including Intel in this. That is exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. A certain Italian named Mussolini once advocated a system that merged political and corporate power, which he referred to as fascism. All we are is slaves on a plantation in a world where companies are always expanding. Whose logic was it to purchase 10% of Intel from Trump? This is fascism all over again. A merging of corporate and governmental functions is taking place. It is simply that. Consider Trump again in 2020 or 2021. Bitcoin and all that filth is a disaster, man. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm totally into it right now. It affects my family. It includes Lutnick, Krapnik, and everyone else in his administration. Adore Bitcoin with all their might. It is an excellent thing. Money is his sole concern. The Genius Act is also at your disposal. Thus, the steady points have connected Bitcoin to the treasury market. Yeah. The stablecoin, on the other hand, was formerly nothing more than a load of baloney. Gold was once the standard backing for currencies. You needed to contribute something of genuine worth. Getting back to AI has left everything uncertain once again. There is nothing real. Return to the treasure journal you created. From filthy money to electronic garbage was our statement 5 years ago. And that is the current situation. Everything is moving online. CBDCs will be the way to go. You're just fantastic. They are privy to every dime you spend, including the amount, where it went, and what you bought with it. You are becoming increasingly known to them. First and foremost, they collect tax revenue. Gerald, the data you feed AI systems determines how good they are. That's the most significant thing. The outcome is just as bad as the input. On the other hand, China's data collecting apparatus is light years ahead of ours in the US. In an effort to rival China's data collection infrastructure or surveillance state, we are currently witnessing the development of our own in comparison to Palantir. You may recall that since Doge took office, the federal administration has failed to implement the budget cuts that were promised. However, what they actually accomplished was to implement Palantir throughout all of the federal agencies. You may now feed AI with simplified data collected from all agencies into a single data repository. I agree. Who is the man ahead of him, by the way? Hey there, Thiel. Whose vice presidency did he appoint? Dear sir or madam, I understand. People call it a government, but it's really just a criminal organization. I also want to emphasize something. I was in a different position. During my time in the New York State Senate, I served as an assistant to the secretary. Engaged in significant political campaign work in Westchester County, the wealthiest county in America during that era. With 16 members of our board of directors, presidents, prime ministers, and princes, I hosted a brunch with Ronald Reagan and captured the moment in a photograph. I was in a different position. People call it a government, but it's really just a criminal organization. People like us, fuck you. Being your politician, it is my duty to advise you. Return to your dwelling and maintain a distance of 6 feet. Keep in mind that the COVID virus is deadly, so you should always wash your hands after masturbating. Also, put this mask on before you go. Listen, I'll walk you through it. I know a person named Gavin Newsom, the haughty teen who will represent the Democrats in the presidential race. Oh, the same Gavin Newsom who, while he and his pals were partying at the French Laundry in Napa Valley, at least $400 per person, didn't shut down oil in California? Yeah. From your town to your state to the nation's capital, we received a plethora. All politicians are empty shells. That is indeed my opinion of them. This country, and every country in the world, is being destroyed by them. Hey there everyone, your trans journal has it again. Yeah, Mertz, you've got that tiny boy now. Oh, I brought up BlackRock before. I see. He hails from BlackRock. The German Chancellor is now his boss.